Hey, hello YouTube. And it's not often that I choose to replay games. Usually when I finish the game, I move on to something new, but that's different in Witcher 2. After finishing the main storyline and doing the review, I decided to go back to the moment where you have to make a huge decision whether to side with one person or the other. And now I decided to side with the other person than the one I choose in my first playthrough. So now you are seeing some gameplay footage of my second playthrough. Now I wanted to talk to you a bit more about Witcher 2. Personally, I think Witcher 2 is better than Skyrim, at least as the main story is concerned. Witcher 2 has a rich and detailed political charged story, very rich lore, and also has a strong character in Geralt Geralt of Rivia, the main character, and it really fits the setting. Now in Skyrim, you're basically a nameless person with no real character whatsoever, so there's no real connection with you and the game world, even though you are Dragonborn and stuff. But you don't seem to have a history of things, that really connect you with the world. And good characters, I think, benefit games. Think about Nathan Drake in Uncharted, in those games. He really fits the story, and that really benefits the game. Now, although Witcher 2 has not an open world for you to go through and do whatever you want, much like Skyrim, I think story-wise it benefits from a more linearity in the game worlds. I've been complaining a bit about invisible borders in the world of The Witcher, but and the confined spaces you go through as you travel the world. But I guess that really sort of forces you also to follow the main quest and suits the game. So the main storyline in Witcher 2 sort of plays out in different instances. They're not widely open. And so you never really get sidetracked too much from the main goal. And most side missions always have something to do with the main storyline. Mostly they delve deeper into the story, give you some extra information. You meet some new characters along the way. But in Skyrim, it's easy to lose track of the main storyline because there's so much to do, which is a good thing. And also fun, but again, it's easy to lose track of things, especially when I think back of a game like Oblivion, where the world was completely in danger, and it feels somewhat mundane to go someplace to kill some rats for somebody, right? So, doing errands, it's no problem, but it just doesn't fit the epicness of the story. Anyway, moving on, The Witcher 3 has been announced, and it promises to offer an even bigger world, bigger than Skyrim's, and it will clock in about 50 hours of gameplay, which is a lot. Now, hopefully, the developers will focus mostly on the main storyline, where you can side different kings and have lots of unpredictable outcomes of missions and interactions with lots of NPCs and branching storylines and such. That would be awesome, but I don't like filler in a game, so if they're gonna clock in 50 hours, make it interesting, please. Well, anyway, what more would I like to see in Witcher 3? I'd like to see more varied weapons and outfits, not just variations of the steel and silver swords. And I guess furthermore, Witcher 2 focuses you on certain upgrades. You couldn't have them all, which is understandable. That also adds to the replay value of the game, but still, you know, I would like to combine certain powers and spells and things, and you know, have more time to flesh out my character a bit more. Now, lastly, I think the developers should really add easy-to-use mod functionality, so people can add their own stuff. See how Skyrim mod scene is, you know, has really exploded, and I guess that's where Witcher 3 has a lot of ground to cover. Now, mods will offer players extra incentive to keep playing Witcher 3 or Skyrim or whatever game, and that's just, you know, what's the point of making a huge open world if once you've played through all of it, you know, you just have to put it aside and do something else and move on. I'd like to have an open world game that I keep on my hard drive and get back into once in a while, and not just playing these random generated missions in Skyrim. You know, they don't add real fun to the game, I think. So I guess I'm not asking too much, but we'll just have to see what developers of Witcher 3 come up with. So yeah, this is my maybe I'm rambling here, but just wanted to share some thoughts with you about Witcher 2, Witcher 3. Do you have any hopes and expectations for Witcher 3? Let me know. Leave comments. I always appreciate that. And yeah, see you next time.